Hello, everybody. This is part 2 of our clarinet tips. Today, we're going to talk about this clarinet, takeaway exercise. And this is for students who have learned up to A flat concert, so the pincher B flat, and are ready to go to the next note, which is the A concert. Going to that note isn't hard because it's a high note. It's a hard note because typically directors ask them to do this while they're learning their B flat concert scale. So you're going from using your A key, which is the side of one finger and not covering any holes, to using all 10 fingers and having to cover holes. So this exercise helps the students know where to put their fingers and how to close those holes all the way. So if you look at this first step 1 exercise, you're just starting on A and walking down, adding a finger at a time, okay? Then when you get to these last 2 notes right here, okay, all you're going to do is hit the register key. You don't have to worry about what the high note's called or anything like that, okay? So you do A, G, add F, the back key here, E, D, C, and then you keep adding fingers, okay? After this finger, you add the bottom right key and the inside left key. The biggest thing to remember is that you have to use flat fingers. If you use tips and you put your fingers up like that, you're not going to cover the holes all the way, okay? So flat fingers. So here's what the first exercise would sound like. So to go from that second to last note to the last note, all I did was add the register key. Okay. Remember, students, you don't need to really worry about the notes or the names of the notes in this. You just need to worry about, does it sound good? So if step 1, all the notes doesn't sound good, don't go to step 2 yet. You got to make it sound good and all the notes coming out clear. Okay. So then in step 2, we just eliminated a note. Okay. So in step 2, you're starting on A, then G, F back key, E, D, C, B flat, A, G. And instead of adding one pinky and then the next, you have to add them both at the same time. Then hit the register key. Okay. And so for each step, it takes away one more note so that you have to add more fingers at the same time. Okay. So we're going to skip ahead. Now, obviously, you don't skip ahead when you're doing the exercise on your own, because each step has to sound good before you can move on. Okay. So let's go to step 6 here. So step 6 has you going from A, G, F, E, D, and then from D, you have to add all your fingers plus both pinkies at the same time. So D, all your fingers, and then hit the register key. Now you notice I had a little bit of trouble with that, so I'm going to do it again. And I would say 9.9 times out of 10, if one of those notes doesn't come out, it's because you're not covering the hole all the way. Okay, and then let me move my camera over, okay, so you can see the final step. The final step is just going from A to B without any low notes in between. So you're going from A to all 10 fingers, but when you do this, sorry, I'm got to angle it the right way. You have to cover the F hole in the back and hit the register key. So I usually, like my thumb, if you were thinking about a clock, my thumb would be like at 1 o'clock. Okay, don't try and make it straight up and down because then it's hard to hit it. Okay, so I hope that helps. This is a great exercise for like about where we are in the year for the end of the first year of playing for clarinets. So I hope you have success with it, and I'll see you on our next segment.